We all judge people. We're living in a time when a police officer, I just saw a video this morning, it's one of the first things I do in the morning is I get up through my email and I look at social media, see what's going on in the world, and there's a police officer being beaten to a pulp. And you see people with their cell phone cameras, instead of helping that police officer, they were egging him on. They were actually egging him on, didn't lift a finger to help that police officer. But we make a lot of judgment calls, and I just want, you will learn about this man later, but I'm not going to give up his name now. But there's our officers that were shot are African American, the suspect's Hispanic. There was an African American, probably in his mid-30s, a wonderful shape, and shorts and some little things underneath the shorts, no shirt, many tattoos, washing his car right in front, right in the parking lot of this apartment complex. He sees the police activity when the officers show up, and he does what people do. They videotape. They want to keep us honest, and we want you to keep us honest. But when the shooting rang out, he didn't just continue to film like too many people are doing in this upside-down world. This young African-American male who told me he was a gang member, his life was way out there, but he's found God and he's turned his life around, went and helped Officer Waller, went to his assistance, helped him put his tourniquet on. Because just because you're shot in the arm don't mean that you can't bleed out. Helped him put his tourniquet on. Had the presence of mind to say, hey, that guy that just shot you, he's still right in there. He could come out and shoot us again and try to kill us. Let's get you out of here. Escorted our officer to the front of the apartment complex. While he's walking, Officer Waller says, did you get my gun? Because after he got shot, he dropped his gun. This young man that had a life that was not a good life went back and grabbed the officer's gun. Then he had the presence of mind to realize we just had 2 officers shot. I'm African American. I'm sitting here with all these tattoos, no shirt, and I don't want officers to see me coming up with a gun. Had the presence of mind to wrap it in a towel and calmly walk up to the front of the apartment complex where other officers are coming and say, hey, the officer that's been shot that I brought out, this is his gun. And I share that because we need to stop our predisposition to judge one another and realize there's a lot of good people. There's a lot of people that make bad choices, but then they turn their lives around. And I share that because unlike other cities where people like that deputy is getting beat to a pulp, this morning when I'm watching online and people are just doing this, in Houston, which gives me so much pride, a man that was a gang member that made really bad choices in life, his words, not mine, put his life at risk, not once, but twice, because he didn't see a cop, he didn't see color, he saw a man that needed help. And once again, we should all be thankful that we live in the city of Houston. It's a city that's really a model for the rest of the country to follow.